folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Street. Kurt, let's get right to the action. The Longhorns will kick this deep to get us going. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Buckeyes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. The last time out, this quarterback had a huge game, mostly leaning on the tight end. So obviously the defense going to try to focus on that. But Kurt, can they slow him down today?
Yeah, that's the big question. This tight end has the skill set where he can make you pay no matter what coverage you play. Defense has got to do a really good job of jamming him at the line of scrimmage, not letting him be the difference maker again today.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Texas Longhorns offense comes out for their first possession today. Got a wide receiver here, Kirk, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week, new challenge. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I don't leave this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond. And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
A complete formation makes it second and short. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this, catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do. See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down. Longhorns will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Longhorns are going to keep this drive rolling. They'll hand it off. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He's wide open. Look out. They make the stop. The offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
First and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. One back in the backfield, and he'll go to carry. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Second down and goal. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. intercept. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed.
Because we see this every week in college football. A good returner who can flip field position like that is so valuable. At this point, you wonder if they're going to keep kicking to him or maybe elect for some pooches or squibs and play it a little bit safe.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his target. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. 1st down to the 27.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Caught over the middle. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
1st and goal, handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Smothered for no gain, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking right. This one caught. He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, you just never know, right? I mean, here's a short throw, and give credit to this wide receiver, not just making the catch, but look at the production after the catch. That's what separates the good receivers from the great ones.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense gets back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Second down play coming up. He hands it to the back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. After scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
And they'll give it to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
A solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. He's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. The receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. From 49 yards out, what a powerful kick. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. The shotgun running play call. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down at the 32.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Ball handed to the running back. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Pulls it in. It's Lawrence. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Caught behind the line. It's Lawrence. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He'll throw it now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
He hands it off from the gun. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. First down, looking for more now. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job of this offense picking up some positive yards.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Let's see if this offense can convert now. It's fourth down and long from the 49. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
The Longhorns will try to keep this drive moving. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, there's the stiff arm. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they'll get him down that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd and goal for the offense. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the route is on. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun handoff here. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Past the 20. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas. The takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st down, it's play action. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And the wideout goes in motion. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass falls incomplete. They tried to squeeze in a deep shot, but time running down in the 3rd quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The receiver grabs it. They pick up enough for the 1st down. Football goes to the 45.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. And you keep working that clock.
Look at my quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defense. Play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes a quick grab. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, 1st down at the 34.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Hey, I get the passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete. We saw them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Offside. Defense. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. The Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
Military stun.
Chewing clock with the running game. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Play action here on first down. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Tough spot here. Second and long from their 19. Keeps it on the draw. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, that last sack should be the final nail in this offense's coffin. At this point, the game is a blowout. There's only a few minutes left, and you really need to start considering if it's worth risking the health of your players to try to just get a pity score late.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Offense takes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Texas. This offense cannot be stopped.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
The They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Looking to throw. It's Hicks. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
And completion makes it second and short. They're going to run it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down coming up after that running play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Pulls it in. It's Lawrence. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw it on first down. Nice grab. It's Cross. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, they moved the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good